regards tonight.
Former Division II phenom, now third in the Mountain West in scoring. Corey mentioned not a home game, but they do play here at least once a year at the Delta Center. And BYU likes to shoot the three. In fact, they make 11 three-pointers per game. Second in the Big 12. They shoot over 30 of them. And Wyoming, very good. See which side gives, as BYU will have the first possession and Dallin Hall will get things going. That's Kabakata, 13, going inside, getting the lob from Saunders out of bounds. BYU will keep it.
And you know, Dave, a lot of people love to shoot the three, but they have to understand a three-point shot is created. It's created by action. And right there you see the Cougars trying to get that pick and roll, get downhill, force the defense to react.
Now we have a foul, and Richie Saunders got hit hard and is down. And he's bleeding from his mouth.
Yeah, he really took a shot to the face, going for that loose ball, and he's going to need some attention from the trainer.
Good sign. So here's what happened, Corey.
See the penetration, ball gets away, Saunders gets in there, and that's face to face.
It was a headbutt unintentionally by Jordan Nesbitt. So we hope that Saunders is okay and comes back to the bench. Nell is 2 for 2.
You got a pull-up jumper and a couple of layups to get things going early for BYU. That's how they want to start offensively. High percentage looks.
All Cougars so far. Inside the strip by Dawson Baker. In the corner, that's Cannon catching it. And the freshman knocks it down, and BYU is off to a torrid start.
Transition buckets, you'll be in a lot of basketball games.
That's Agbin, we talked about, number 5, who's, by the way, needs 5 points to get 1,000 for his career. Tynamo, back to Allen. Shot clock down to 7. So Agbin's got to get him going. Allen launches the 3. Cowboys still have yet to score.
Think he wants to go back to the bench when he comes back?
No, he doesn't. Malia Belic is in, number 7 for the Cowboys. This is his first time you'll seen him this year. He had a rotator cuff injury, so Belic making his first appearance for the Cowboys. Ketching's mom was an All-American at Illinois. His aunt, you've heard of, Tamika Ketchings, 4-time Olympic gold medalist. Grandfather, Harvey Ketchings, 11 seasons in the NBA. Nice pedigree. All right, we got our first TV timeout. All BYU. From long range, from close range. 13-4 Cougar. Yeah, we're thrilled to get Debanza here.
He's changing. In Provo, when you look at that staff and the experience, great opportunities for young men trying to get to that next level.
BYU has subbed in Mewat Mag, who's a 6'7" grad senior from Australia, and also Fus Traore, who used to be the starter, number 45 with the ball. And Fus, a great offensive player. In fact, he is BYU's all-time leader in field goal percentage. Fus shoots over 60% from
changing. In Provo, when you look at that staff and the experience, great opportunities for young men trying to get to that next level.
BYU has subbed in Mewat Mag, who's a 6'7" grad senior from Australia, and also Fus Traore, who used to be the starter, number 45 with the ball. And Fus, a great offensive player. In fact, he is BYU's all-time leader in field goal percentage. Foose shoots over 60% from the
defense, the snatch back, and the money shot.
Agbim's starting to feel it.
Well, he's got the great one-on-one ability. He's going to have to go to that because they're going to trap him on all ball screens. He's going to have to make it happen himself in the one-on-one.
Dawson Baker, no. Traore had his hands on it, but no good. By the way, BYU leads the nation in rebound margin. The nation, 13.7.
We get a lot of offensive rebounds due to the action.
Traore with the two-man game. Crawford, the freshman, got it to Traore inside and can't make it, but Catchings dunked it, but we had a foul before. No hoop by Catchings, a foul on the floor as Traore was going up.
The Cowboys did everything right for most of that possession, but right here, watch Traore go up right through the arms, get a piece of Henry's arm on the way up, and that's going to...
Well, Corey, we mentioned BYU shooting the three. They make 11 a game. Already made 5. Crawford, the freshman, with the runner and the kind roll.
Game off to the side, and they swing it to him. Defense is a little too far off, and all of the guards for the Cougars are coached in the same fashion. If the defensive player's not in your jersey, you can let it rip.
Crawford will take a seat. He's getting a lot more minutes with Yegor out. Only a freshman, still learning the speed of the game, according to Kevin Young, but seems to have the rims down for sure. Traore comes back out, Keita back in.
Well, Dave, you know how physical Big 12 play is going to be, and so what it basically does for Wyoming is puts them in a situation where a couple of guys got to try to go one-on-one. And right now, this looks like a 2-3 zone. You got to pick your spots. And I don't know that Wyoming recognized their zone offense right there.
That's Mihailo Boskovic with the long shot, no good. The junior from Serbia.
Distance.
4 threes for the Cougs. Newton open in the corner, no good. Bellett's battling for it, but Keita goes above everybody. Out of bounds, the ball goes off Boskovic. A foul on Keita. That is 2 really strong athletic bodies going against each other. Scotty Abube and Keita. There's about 3% body fat between the two of them.
Keita. See the spin move there, a little bump from Keita.
I mean, that's too easy.
That's what Shaquille O'Neal calls barbecue chicken. Just get it to the big man, clear out of the way, and if they're going to play him straight up, he'll have that baby hook shot all night long. Once again, this matchup out front causing some trouble for the Cowboys. That's what you need to do, penetrate to the middle. It's a good look, couldn't get it to drop. Starting to attack the high post of that zone, having some effectiveness.
So BYU not only has Demansa, they got Xavier Stanton, a 4-star 6'10 senior, and a 4-star Chamberlain Burgess, who's 6'9". All come. Agbim is off the mark. And so his dad named him Sundance because they would drive through Sundance and because his mom had a crush on Robert Redford, who played the Sundance Kid in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
A lot of coincidences. I guess the universe was telling her, name that young man Sundance.
And to pay it forward, Corey, he named his son Skywalker.
I like the son's name even better.
His son is Skywalker.
That's NBA 3 from downtown. Nothing but net. We've got an 11-point game with a minute and a half to go. If the Cowboys could put together a couple of stops, they have a chance to change the tempo here at halftime.
Hey, coming up at halftime, we'll have a report from BYU Sports Nation and Sean Farnham, and they will talk about the impact of A.J. Debance to BYU. Significant would be the one word that comes to mind off the top of my head. 40%. So when you're double-digit scores not playing, and BYU still so far in control.
Yeah, that's that depth we talk about, next man up mentality, having that ability.
Agben off the mark. And the first half comes to an end. From the field. If you are Sundance Wicks, what are you telling the team? What did you tell the team at halftime?
Well, maybe you tell them, hey, the worst is over. We've taken a couple of big punches. They made some runs. They shot the ball very well. At one point, they were 80% from the floor. We weathered that storm. We can play way better than we have. There's 20 minutes of basketball out there for the post.
Catching's got to shoot it. He does. And that's 2 bad possessions in a row for BYU.
And you don't see that a lot, but they're going to get bailed out here on a foul.
That was a bailout because that was not a good offensive possession for BYU. Catchings goes 59-25 Cougs. Nell in double-digit scoring with 12. Newton and Henry trying to connect. The ball will stay with the Cowboys. Agben will take it out.
Well, it's been a tough night for Agben. He's had some success in the one-on-one, but BYU prepared for him, doing a great job of keeping him in front and contesting his shots.
Offensive foul on Keba, who did not set the screen properly. This has been a choppy start of the second half, Corey, with a couple timeouts and a couple whistles.
Well, this offensive end, keep this Cougar team from humming. They got a mismatch right there, inside out.
Newton to Henry. Henry with the pump fake and the extra pass. And beautiful teamwork work by Wyoming as Belich gets on the board.
Probably the best offensive sequence of the night for the Cowboys. Got it to 10.
Belich has his first points of the season. First game for him playing. 5%. He's married. His wife owns a wedding dress boutique called Frankie Jane in Provo. So if you're looking to get married and you need a wedding dress, go to Frankie and Jane in Provo and tell them you're friends with Trevin Nell.
Wedding dress? I'm still looking for a wife.
Once you find one,
you gotta find a wife first.
Frankie and Jane. And say you're welcome. Agben, great defense by Mack. Feeling good now. This is the largest lead of the game, 15 for BYU.
Crucial point for both teams. Midway point in the second half. Largest lead. If you're the Cougs, you want to try to deal the death blow, and if you're Wyoming, you want to battle back. Traore go to work.
He's a good passer, finds the open man Crawford, no good. And Tynamo with a good job boxing out Traore. for 3. Bakeda now taking over the starting role, but Foose finishes the game many times, and they both play about the same amount of minutes.
Well, they're all about winning games here, and they don't pay much attention to who plays when because they know they're all going to get out there.
Dawson Baker, the former anteater, slicing in.
Dawson Baker getting in his bag, starting to see some of the tricks. He was a go-to guy previously, now part of a bigger picture, but still a guy who can visually on where the ball is, and they rotate. When that shot goes up, they're in defensive position. So there's very few opportunities to get offensive rebounds against them. They create offensive rebounds, and they limit offensive rebounds. When you play like that for 40 minutes, you're going to out-rebound a lot of people.
Wyoming would really be lost tonight without Obi Agman. He's made 7 of 9 shots. He has 19 points, 19 of the 39.
Well, we knew he was going to be a one-man.
Boscovich was met at the rim. Dawson Baker has been a highlight, Corey, so far.
Dawson Baker been on a mission, search and destroy. When these are their stuff, being successful, high percentage shots, moving the ball, doesn't matter if they're starters or bench guys. BYU filling it up with buckets.
BYU perfect from the free throw line. 7 for 7, only 69% on the season. By the way, I love, Corey, that Sundance Wicks has not sat down, has not slowed down. His team's down by 20. He's coaching like he did in the first 2 minutes of this game.
I don't believe there's any other way for him to coach.
I'll tell you what, here's a way to coach. Give Agman the ball more. He's got 22.
You got to clone Agman to start. Get a second one of him.
Check that 21. They called that a 2, not a 3. But Obi Agman.
A lot of contact on there. No call. Bellick was strong to the rim, and I thought maybe there was enough to get some free throws right here. But the block came before the foul. Catchings knocks it away.
And Wyoming can't get a shot on it.
It's just been that kind of night for the Cowboys.
Bellich inside, turns away and makes the nice fadeaway for the Cowboys.
You talk about what it's going to take to be successful in Big 12 play. You're definitely going to need depth. BYU displaying some of that depth when you talk about bench scoring tonight. Baker scoring, the play of the bigs has been exceptional. A lot of fine-tuning going on for this team as they're going to surprise some folks in the Big 12.
They're going to play at your Cannon Catchings adding to the BYU total.
Great execution out of the timeout. Set play results in a layup. BYU still executing at a high level. Attention to detail. Nice little layup right.
So, Corey, after this game, BYU will host Florida A&M Friday. They have finals this week, and then they will start Big 12 play Tuesday against Arizona State on December 31st at the Marriott Center. So one more non-league game, and then they will start.
Yeah, you just said finals, and I had a flashback. It just traumatized me for a split second. Oh, that word. Obviously, at home games, this BYU program has been in great shape for decades.
Can you imagine the atmosphere next year when A.J. DeBance is here?
It's going to be insane. talking about the different eras.
And by the way, Corey, and a healthy Yegor Demin.
If he's still here.
True.
Almost, but BYU with an impressive game from start to finish. They really distributed the ball. They shot it extremely well. A little too much offensive firepower for the Cowboys.